So, in some ways, I've heard from people that believed in shadow beings and little people. Before I even saw a shadow being, I was skeptical. But I saw a shadow being, and it's coming in and out of, you know, dimensions. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, same with the little people. I think they're more ethereal, soul-like when you see it. So I've seen something before when I was in town in Tomahawk, and it was by the train tracks, and it was out. I had blankets and everything, and I slept there, and I saw this like ghost-like figure, and it looked like a little dog or something that's crouched over, and it was ethereal in nature because through when I saw it, it was like ghost-like, and they say that these are like the spirits of. They have the name for it, but it's supposedly a type of little person that is through the dimensionality can show up to certain people and they can disappear just as quickly. And there was a story about this young boy, and he got lost in the woods, and they helped. The boy got helped by these people to guide his way back because it got dark and he didn't know the way back, and they lit up the pathway back because them souls light up, and the depiction of the explanation of the story, they show up like they're lit up, you know what I mean? And they're of the forest. So what I'm saying is I never saw, you know, a little person before, but there's different ethereal things that are real. And if there's legend behind Native American tribes that saw it, same with the shadow being or the skinwalker, I've seen things on that level before. So I hope I see more in my lifetime, like supernatural beings, you know what I mean? But mainly it's the deep connection to life and like nature and like the here and now and my mission, like playing guitar, making podcast videos about the universe, expanding my consciousness every day and trying to get to new heights and levels of expression and capability of all these sorts of aspects that are related to reality, like co-creation. Life is like a co-creation. When trees grow, it's a co-creation of where the branches grow and everything, and it just grows. It just naturally does it. See, all these things are naturally done, you know what I mean, and can do things. Like all these trees right here, they're tied with life, you know what I mean? They're tied with what it is. They're connected to the earth. They never leave the earth. They rely on the earth. We're beings that rely on the earth as well. But what I'm trying to say is that every sort of category that we live in, whether we go in incarnation as a bird or something, them are aspects of reality in the senses that it's able to pick up in its aspects. So the soul's aspects mixed in with the corresponding of senses, it picks up certain energetics. For like every bird has a certain energetic. So when you're tied with that energetic, you're in a realm. So if you're like a different being, you're in a sort of different realm. Or if you're in a tree, you're in a different realm than you are as a person. And these are huge aspects to reality that when we connect and be one, we can see the traits and similarities in ourselves beyond, all life, and know that all life is like one in some sort of sense. So like all this has a connective field of energy. Like every different type of tree has a different type of energy too. So it comes down to like everything is a fine knit tuned fabric of the universe, and it has a sort of like the DNA of what makes it. but the soul that goes into it to make it a living life. And this is like, science, how it describe life. How does science describe life? We know DNA and stuff like this, but, it has to have the living soul with it, or how is it operating the consciousness of the brain? And this is all operating system. We're the vessel. So, like, it's not a machine, but literally, this is like an avatar that we're, like, if we think about it that way. And we're a soul living in different types of things with different abilities. Like, the avatars have different abilities than the humans. That's why they go into avatars, to have that experience so they can do different things on certain levels. And in the movie, it's about war and stuff like this, but um, it doesn't have to be like what I'm trying to explain, though. But yeah, I'm gonna leave on that note, and hopefully, all the other YouTubers out there that are woke and that are doing really good to wake up humanity from their slumber and sleep, because they're so busy they don't have the time to think for themselves, to understand their own intelligence. Because you have to have the time to think for yourself to understand your own intelligence. Because if you're never thinking and you're always distracted, then you're never living in the true nature of yourself. You're pulling yourself different ways that are something else. Yourself co-creates from the inside out. And if you're picking up other people's stuff that it's not your own, you're still manifesting from the inside out, but is it your own, is what I'm saying. Because energy is contagious. This forest and everything has a lot of wisdom, and like I said, the oneness of the universe. So we are ourselves, but our individual aspects are the ones that need to be leveled up and pushed forward. We need to be ourselves, and everybody be ourselves. We can fix all our problems. We have a couple people thinking for us, and we all think about one thing. We're never going to get anywhere, because we need all these aspects to take care of all the aspects that are causing either issues in reality, or all the aspects are causing solutions in reality. And we got to start knowing the difference between them, and using our individual souls and aspects to pull forth and make this happen and make it a reality. All right. Have a good day, everybody.